So at this point, you should have a good understanding of the elements of art. If you haven't gone over those yet, you can find all that content on slide 3 here. This is also in your ePortfolio that I shared with you. All these are hyperlinks, give a short 2 or 3 minute explanation of each element. You can also find my slides linked here. This is also all in resources if you need to find it later. So the instructions are here on slide 2. You can do this individually or work with one partner, but no more than groups of 2. Uh, you can find the artworks you'll be using down here. They're numbered 1 through 7. You and your partner can put your names next to one of the numbers of the artwork you want to use. There's a demo for that right here. This is what your work should look like. So you'll have the picture in the middle and then all of the elements around the edges. You can add in text by clicking on the text box and then drag and drop a little square for where your text will go. Or arrows. I recommend using arrows like they have in the demo here. Just click on the arrow and then drag and drop. You can change the weight of the arrow right here. Change it to 3 and then change the color to something that'll stand out, maybe red or another bright color. And then instead of doing that process over and over and over, you can just hit Control C and then Control V for as many as you want, and then move the ends of the arrows where they need to go. You can also create a circle if you want to circle something in your artwork. Just click on the shape tool down here, drag and drop to create your circle, and then you'll notice that it's filled in. To get rid of that, just click on the little paint bucket here and go down and click transparent, and then also change the weight to 3 and then change the color to a bright color, whatever you want. Some students use a different color for every element just to keep things a little bit more, a little less confusing. Let me get rid of all this stuff now. Okay, so I have created this this slide with all the elements on the left for my modeling to show you how I'd like you to ID as many elements as you can find. So I like to use Raphael School of Athens because you can pretty much find everything in here. We'll start with the line. That's the easiest one. You can see these vertical lines on the edge of the box here and the edges of the buildings, and we have horizontal lines on the steps. There's some weighted lines in the people's clothing. You can see that really well, the way the cloth kind of drapes over. Weighted lines where the line gets thicker and thinner. You can even say like these squares are made with big thick lines as well, which kind of segues into shape. We've got these geometric shapes on the floor, these squares. We've got some organic shapes, the shadows behind the sculptures back here, kind of free-flowing. Let's move on to form. There's lots of organic forms in this picture. The people are all organic forms, and these sculptures back here are organic forms, but we also have some geometric forms as well. The cube that this guy is leaning on down here is a geometric form, as well as the sphere, this globe that the guy is holding over here. And the building's also made of lots of intricate cubes as well. Those are the only two geometric forms that I can find. There's no cones or spheres in here. Value. We can see value really well with the negative space around these sculptures, and we can see the change in value on this cube down here, how it's really dark on the left, kind of medium on the front, and then light on the top where the light is hitting it. You can see slight value changes in the steps as well. Also, the people have pretty dark value against the kind of earthy tones of the building. With color, the building itself is pretty neutral with these earthy tones of brown and umber. But we can see some color combinations in the clothes that the people are wearing. We can see red and green over here, which are complementary colors. And we can see red, yellow, and blue in the center here, which are the primary colors. And we can see like orange and red over here, and green and blue down here. These are complementary color, or sorry, analogous colors. So there's lots of different color combinations we can find in the clothes that the people are wearing. With texture, the building itself, the steps and the floor, you can see is got this polished marble look. This would be implied texture, the artist giving the impression that the surface is really smooth. And then the people are wearing this cloth that's kind of draped over them, giving it the soft, flowing texture of the cloth. Also implied texture. If you know about this painting, it's a fresco, which is painted on plaster, so the actual texture would be kind of rough, like a tennis court, if you were to put your hand on this painting. With space, there's two kinds of space. We have positive and negative space. You can see that really well with these two people right here in the middle, how they show up against the blue sky in the background, where the people would be the positive space and the sky would be the negative space. You can also see that a little bit with the sculptures, where the white sculpture would be the positive space and the shadow around the sculpture would be the negative space. And then we have real space with the illusion of depth. You can see that with these arches, how they get smaller and smaller as they get farther away. You can also see that a little bit with the people, how this guy at the bottom of the step that's closest to us is a little bit bigger than these guys back here at the top of the step. So that's my breakdown of all the elements of art in Raphael's School of Athens. Hopefully you're able to find at least a few elements in your artwork. Good luck. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.